Hi, this is Selena. I hope you're well today. I wanted to talk a little bit about what an online program is, what it means for a service business to have an online program. Sometimes people think it's an online course, and an online course is simply when you create a course, you put it online, and you never engage with your students, essentially your clients that are taking it. It's very much a experience that's in a vacuum, and it's not always super successful for the person taking the class. That is not what an online program is. Some people think, well, I don't want to create an online program and like take what I know, take my IP and put it into something and share all of my inner secrets. But that is not really the case either, because when you're hired by clients, of course, you're giving away your IP, right? That's why they pay you the big bucks, right? So that's not really involved in an online program either. Um, some people think their service is too complex, that it isn't something that can be delivered at scale. Now, that might be true in some cases, but it's not in a lot of cases. It doesn't have to look exactly the way your service looks, right? It can look a little different. So let's think about taking your service offer and transforming it from a time for money, labor, service experience to a knowledge based program. So you're providing the training, the resources, the support to enable the change your clients want. Instead of doing the things to make the change happen, you enable them with the resources and support and training and tools and accountability to make that change. So I'll go through a couple examples. Let's say you are a recruiter. You recruit for your clients, you find a really talented person and you do that work for them. And the time it takes to get the client, sign the contract, you don't necessarily know if you're going to get paid at all, right? If you're not on retainer, for example. So, the alternative to that, or a way to augment or have another tiered service of that process, that knowledge that you have, that incredible knowledge you have of how to recruit, you can create a program essentially to train people in a very dynamic program on how to do it themselves. Another example might be a landscaping company, right? A landscaping company is very competitive, right? You have to go and you talk with the client and you make the designs and hopefully they choose you. And you are delivering that service. Now, that's fine, that's great, but as a replacement or as a supplement to that existing done for you business, you can create an online program where you're essentially showing people the landscaping process, right? You have the fundamental knowledge, you share what the tools are, you give them resources, you give them ideas, you give them feedback, and you can do that at scale. You can do that in a group setting. So essentially, what you're doing is you're taking the whole of what you do, all of the activities, and you're dividing it up. You're basically saying there's a certain amount of fundamental information that my client usually needs to know in order for the change itself to happen, right? And that can be translated into content, training content, worksheets, uh, videos, instructions, and so on. The personal feedback that you give people, that you give your clients, could still be done, but it could actually be done with other people. So instead of having a one-on-one, it is a personal feedback, but instead of having a one-on-one conversation, you're letting other people into the room. And why is that so valuable? Because the other people in the room probably have a similar problem, and you might actually solve their problem when they hear you talking about it with that one specific client. So what you're essentially doing is you are leveraging your time. You are leveraging your knowledge in order to create an experience for your clients where they get to have the change, but you also get to scale that in a way that is helps you build a business, allows you to have more clients essentially, while still delivering an excellent 5-star experience for your client. If you want to begin to envision how you would change your service into an online program, you can download our online program roadmap. And in that, it will help you begin to see what it might look like for you to take your service into an online program and reap all of the amazing benefits of doing that, which we're not going to get into in this video, but it's a good place to start to begin to see how this might play out for you and really how much it can be a possibility for you to create a scalable, long-term, sustainable, more sane, and simplified business. Thank you for listening, and I hope you download the online program roadmap.